In part two of our short series on clauses in English grammar, we today will look at complex and compound sentences. Just to remind viewers that a clause is a group of words that include at least a subject and a verb, and it always contains a subject that acts through a verb. A phrase does not have this, although we will also use phrases in today's video. When we want to become more interesting in what we say, then we start to modify our sentences. And modifiers are words, phrases, or clauses that provide additional information about another word in a sentence. The blue car picked me up after school. That is an adjective modifier, right? Adjective gives us more information about the noun. We now know that the car that picked me up after school is a blue car. We find an adverb modifier. She sang beautifully, telling us more about her singing style. The book on the table is yours. That is a phrase modifier because the words on the table is a phrase. It contains neither not it does not it does not contain a verb that is used in conjunction with a subject. I left after I finished my work. That is a clause modifier. I left can stand on its own as a sentence, and after I finished my work can stand on its own too. We have a subject and a verb, and they are in agreement. So we use words, phrases, or clauses to give more information about the words that we use to paint a clearer picture. But sometimes we misplace the modifier, we put it in the wrong place. So we do not know what it is supposed to modify, so it becomes a little bit confusing, like this gentleman who showed up at the swimming pool in completely the wrong dress, completely out of place perhaps. She only reads books in the library. There we have a misplaced modifier. We know that she reads books, so she only reads when she is in the library, I guess. But it is perhaps better to say she reads only books in the library. So when she is in the library, she does not read newspapers or magazines. She reads only books when she is in the library. A dangling modifier, this is a different modifier. It is a phrase or a clause that modifies something that is not even in the sentence. And I hear this quite a lot from my students, or something like this. Ready for the first day of school, the books were in Peter's rucksack. Are the books ready? Is the rucksack ready? Very confusing sentence. Perhaps better to say, ready for the first day of school, Peter put his books in the rucksack. So it's important that we have to pay attention to grammar. If we don't, we do not communicate effectively. And when we do not communicate effectively, then misunderstandings will occur. I am sitting here is a perfectly fine sentence. It is telling everybody what I'm doing at the moment. I am sitting. That's what I'm doing. And I'm sitting here. Here it looks from the picture like I'm sitting on the side of the street. I am sitting here at the roadside is more complex. It is more information, and I am sitting here while I am waiting for a bus. Or we can even say, I am sitting here at the roadside while I am waiting for a bus. So the first sentence, I am sitting here at the roadside, can be called a complex sentence. Complex sentence is a sentence that is modified by a phrase. A compound sentence is a sentence that is modified by an independent clause. I am waiting for a bus can stand by itself as a sentence. Now, we are reminded that there are three types of dependent clauses: noun, adjective, and adverb, and no verb because a clause never acts like a verb. And then we know that an independent clause is one that can stand by itself. Clauses are joined to each other, or rather, independent clauses are joined to each other by a coordinating conjunction. Coordinating conjunction is a word that joins together two independent clauses, two equally important sentences. Now, here is a mnemonic that can help us to remember some of the more generally used coordinating conjunctions. And the mnemonic is fanboys, fanboys, fanboys of coordinating conjunctions. And F in fanboy stands for, A for and, N for nor, B for but, or yet and so. These are very famous word or generally used words as coordinating conjunctions. They are joining clauses of equal importance, like people getting married, perhaps. So one could call a coordinating conjunction the wedding ring of English grammar. It seems I'm in a romantic mood today. That's it for today. In part three, we will delve deeper into complex and compound sentences. So make sure that you like and subscribe, that you come back for more information. In the meantime, thank you very much for watching and have a lovely day. Bye bye.